Most people exercise to change how they look, and there is nothing wrong with that. But the ancient world understood something far deeper about movement, something that modern fitness culture has almost entirely lost. They did not move their bodies to look better. They moved to think more clearly, to feel more deeply, to live more fully. Exercise, to the ancient mind, was not a physical practice with mental benefits. It was a complete practice, one that shaped the body, sharpened the mind, and forged the character of the person who committed to it. Today, we remember what they knew. In ancient Greece, the gymnasium was not just a place to train the body. The word gymnasium itself comes from the Greek gymnos, meaning naked, open, unguarded. It was a place of total exposure, physical, intellectual, and philosophical. Philosophers taught there. Debates were held there. Young men trained their minds alongside their muscles because the Greeks understood something fundamental. A strong body and a strong mind are not separate pursuits. They are one. Plato himself was a wrestler. He wrote that physical training is the twin sister of the education of the soul, not a supplement to intellectual life. It's equal. The Roman Stoics carried this further. Seneca wrote that a sound mind cannot dwell in an unsound body. Marcus Aurelius began each day with physical exertion, not to build a better physique, but to build a better emperor. Movement was preparation for the demands of leadership, clarity, and virtue. For the ancients, to move was to think. To train was to become. Here are the three gifts that the ancient world understood movement to provide, gifts that go far beyond the physical. The first gift, clarity of mind. Aristotle walked while he thought, not because he needed the exercise, because movement unlocks something in the thinking mind that stillness cannot access. When you move your body with intention, whether walking, running, lifting, or practicing a discipline, you shift the chemistry of your brain. Anxiety decreases, mental fog lifts. Problems that felt unsolvable in a chair often resolve themselves on a walk. The ancient philosophers did not discover this accidentally. They built their entire intellectual practice around it. Movement was not a break from thinking. It was the condition that made great thinking possible. The second gift, mastery of self. The Stoics taught that the body is the first territory you must govern before you can govern anything else. How you treat your physical self, whether you move it, rest it, feed it with intention, is a direct reflection of your relationship with discipline itself. Every time you choose to move when you do not feel like it, you are not just building physical strength. You are building the muscle of self-command, the ability to act from decision rather than feeling, to do what is necessary rather than what is comfortable. That muscle, the muscle of discipline, transfers into every area of your life. Your work, your relationships, your choices under pressure. The person who masters their body has begun the work of mastering themselves. The third gift, connection to life. In almost every ancient tradition, indigenous, Eastern, Western, physical movement was understood as a way of reconnecting with life itself, with the rhythm of the natural world, with the breath, with the present moment. When you move your body fully and with presence, you cannot be anywhere else. You are here, alive, feeling. This is not a small thing in a world that trains you to live entirely in your head, in your screen, in the endless noise of the future and the past. Movement brings you home, to your body, to the present, to yourself. You do not need a gym membership or a perfect program to begin. You need a daily commitment to move your body with intention. Walk, run, lift, stretch, practice a martial art, swim, climb. It matters far less what you choose than that you choose, and that you show up for it every day. Start with 30 minutes, not to burn calories, not to change how you look, but to think more clearly, to build self-command, and to feel fully alive in your own body. Do that consistently, and you will not just change your body. You will change your mind, your energy, your days, your life. The ancient world did not separate the health of the body from the health of the mind, the spirit, or the life. They understood what we are slowly remembering, that you are not a mind that happens to have a body. You are a whole person, and a whole person must be tended to wholly. Move, not because you have to, because you were built for it. Because every great thinker, warrior, and philosopher who ever lived knew that movement is not separate from the life well lived. It is one of its foundations. If this shifted how you see movement, subscribe to ancient mind, modern path, ancient wisdom, practical tools every week. And tell me in the comments, what is your movement practice? I'd love to know. Walk your path. See you in the next one.